Take a glass of clean drinking water, hold it up in the light. It looks completely clear. Now think about a small pond after rain. The water may also look almost clear from a distance. At first glance, both the glass of water and also the pond water look almost empty. But are they really empty? Is it just water and absolutely nothing else? Or could there be living things that our eyes simply cannot see? Our eyes are amazing, but they have their own limits, right? Some objects are so tiny that no matter how closely we look, they remain invisible. So, how did scientists discover this hidden world? The answer began with one remarkable invention, and that is the microscope. Our eyes detect light reflected from objects, but there is a limit to how small an object can be before it becomes impossible for the eye to distinguish. Many living organisms are only a few micrometers long. And what is a micrometer? A micrometer is 1 millionth of a meter. For comparison, the thickness of a human hair is around 70 micrometers, while many bacteria are only 1 to 5 micrometers long. That means many bacteria are dozens of times thinner than a single strand of hair. They are simply too small for our eyes to resolve. Scientists needed a way to make tiny objects appear much larger. That led to one of the greatest inventions in the history of science, the microscope. More than 300 years ago, a Dutch cloth merchant named Antonie van Leeuwenhoek became fascinated by tiny details. His work required him to examine the quality of cloth and threads. Instead of accepting ordinary lenses, he learned how to grind and polish glass into extremely powerful lenses. He built a simple microscope using just one carefully shaped lens. Although it looked much simpler than modern microscopes, it could magnify objects nearly 300 times. That's insane. But what exactly does magnification mean? A lens bends light rays. As light passes through a curved glass lens, the rays spread in a way that makes nearby objects appear much larger than they really are. The object itself does not become bigger. The lens simply forms a much larger image that our eyes can easily see. So one day, Leeuwenhoek placed a tiny drop of lake water under his microscope, and what he saw completely changed science. Instead of just water, he observed countless tiny living organisms swimming in every direction. Some spun around, some moved in straight lines, others changed direction suddenly. Since nobody has seen such tiny creatures before, he called them animalcules, meaning little animals. Today, we know that many of these were actually bacteria and other microorganisms. Now, as the name suggests, a microorganism is a living organism so small that it can be seen only with the help of a microscope. This discovery proved that an entire living world existed beyond the limits of human eyesight. At first, simply seeing tiny organisms was quite exciting, but soon scientists began asking new questions. Where do these microorganisms live? How do they grow? Are all of them harmful? As better microscopes were developed, scientists discovered that microorganisms are found almost everywhere in water, soil, air, and even inside our own bodies. They also learned that microorganisms are not all the same. Some microorganisms, such as bacteria, help digest food inside our intestines. Some fungi help make bread. Some microorganisms recycle dead plants and animals, returning nutrients to the soil. But others can cause diseases by entering our bodies and multiplying inside tissues. This understanding completely changed medicine, agriculture, and also food production. Without microscopes, many of these discoveries would never have been possible. So, how do scientists study microorganisms today? Modern microscopes are far more powerful than Leeuwenhoek's microscope. Scientists place a very thin sample on a glass slide, Light passes through or reflects from the specimen. A series of carefully designed lenses magnify the image while keeping it sharp. For objects even smaller than bacteria, such as many viruses, scientists use electron microscopes, which use beams of electrons instead of light to produce highly detailed images. Each improvement in microscope technology has allowed scientists to discover even more about the invisible world. Today, we know that millions of microorganisms surround us every day. Most are invisible to our eyes, but they play enormous roles in nature and in our lives too. All of this became possible because one curious person refused to believe that seeing with the naked eye was the end of observation. Sometimes the biggest discoveries begin by looking more closely. Now let's do a quick recap. The human eye cannot see microorganisms because they are extremely small, often only a few micrometers in size. Antonie van Leeuwenhoek, a Dutch cloth merchant, built a powerful single lens microscope that magnified objects about 300 times. A microscope works by using curved lenses to bend light and produce a much larger image of tiny objects. Leeuwenhoek observed tiny living organisms in lake water, which he called animalcules. These tiny organisms were later identified as microorganisms, including bacteria. The invention of the microscope opened the door to discovering microorganisms in water, soil, air, and living organisms. Scientists later found that some microorganisms are useful while others can cause diseases. Modern microscopes continue to help scientists explore the invisible world and make discoveries that improve health, agriculture, and science.